Hey there, Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. I teach vintage and antique lovers how to create successful antique businesses. One of the ways I do that is through these videos. Today I'm going to be focusing on Farmhouse, vintage and antiques, mostly antiques. I'm going to start out with Ironstone because it's one of my favorite things to collect. I display it in a corner cupboard in my kitchen and it's full. So whenever I buy something new for me, I have to take something out of the cupboard to replace it. So I've been selling a lot of Ironstone lately. I sell most of the smaller pieces on Etsy at very good prices, and then the larger serving pieces I sell from my antique booth, also at good prices. So let's start with one of my favorite finds, and that is this really gorgeous gravy. Yes, I did pay $5 for it, but look at that pattern, those leaves and the little finial here on top. I think it's worth about $25 or $30 on Etsy. This piece is by W. Adams, an English, Staffordshire English pottery. It has an incised mark on the bottom there. And then this piece, also English, is by Burgess and Goddard. This is a slightly newer piece. So I would put this piece in the 1850s to 60s, and then this one 1880 to 1890. Still very, very nice piece. I paid $3 for it, and I think it should sell for about $22 to $25 on Etsy. And then we have this little American piece, little, I don't know, cotton ball holder. Just a sweet little piece with nice little details around the edge there. It was $1, and I can tell it's American because that's an American looking mark. It's WEPCO over the word China. I used to know what that stood for. Let me know in the comments if you know what that stands for. So this piece should sell for about 15 to 18. You can see the difference in the color, right? The English pieces are white with a blue tone, and the American pieces tend to be a bit creamier, more of an ivory color. Picked up a butter pat. These sell for about $10 to $12 on Etsy. I usually sell them in pairs or a stack of 3. So I'll wait till I find a couple more before I sell that. But these are great sellers on eBay. I've sold probably 3 or 4 sets of 3 for $31.99. And here's another piece of English Ironstone. It has an incised mark on the back right there that I cannot read. I'm gonna need to magnify that, but 10 cents, who could pass that up? Sweet little dish. I might put that together with a few other pieces. For example, this one, a small little dish, and it is signed Alfred Meakin, another English company. Right there on the back, you can see I paid $1 for that one. So I could possibly put these 2 pieces on Etsy for $25, something like that. I like to list things that are worth $25 or more on Etsy and eBay. Anything less than that, I usually don't want to mess around with unless it's super simple to ship, like a piece of jewelry or fabric or paper, greeting card, that sort of thing. Otherwise, $25. Here's another piece that I love. Not sure I'm going to be able to sell that piece. Some kind of a strainer, right? It's a little bit large for a soap dish, but I suppose it could be. Makes me think of maybe cheese, to drain cheese. There's no mark on it. I paid $1 for it. I do really like it. I think that would look fun in my cupboard, standing like that. If I were gonna sell it, I might throw it in with those 2 pieces I just showed you. Price the bunch a little bit higher, but about $10, $10, $12. Last piece of Ironstone is this super simple, very heavy vegetable dish, and it has an older Meakin mark, J.G. Meakin there on the back. You can see that. And I paid $1 for it. I might try it on Etsy in the $25 to $30 range, or I might put it in my booth for probably a little bit less than that, maybe $18 to $20. So that's it for the Ironstone. Let's take a look at some tins now. I have an article planned on my website about vintage and antique advertising tins. And so when I see them at a reasonable price, I will pick them up. There's a tobacco tin cost $4. Very common company, very common tin, but nice to have the lid. You don't always see the lid. It should bring about $10, but I will tell you, I have an article where I use these tins to hold faux Christmas trees, and I sell them at a show I do every Christmas, and oh my gosh, this red would be so perfect. And they sell for about this size would sell for about $25. Super cute. I'll link to that article. I picked up several spice tins, so we're all familiar with these, right? I'm not sure if they're still making them out of tin. I think they're I don't know what they are now. Plastic maybe? Anyway, 75 cents for 3 of these. And I will probably not sell these, but like I just mentioned, I use these to hold usually bottle brush trees, maybe with a little Santa figurine on the side. Really cute, sell for about $12. These I am in love with. These are Kroger. That's a Western New York grocery store. I've actually never been in one, but these are nice and old, and they cost $1 each at a flea market that I love to go to near Pittsburgh. These would look so great with trees, but I think I am going to group them together, 3 for like $25 on Etsy or eBay. And then here's a slightly different one, different look. I might do the tree with that one. And before I shot the video, the lid came off of this mustard seed. They are going to be rolling around my kitchen for a really long time. They are literally everywhere. Okay, 2 more spice tins. This is Ann Page. So cute. Wouldn't that be great for Halloween decoration if you decorated with like orange, and this is brown with orange and black. And then here's another Ann Page, larger size, so Christmassy. So I'm gonna see what these are running on Etsy and eBay, and I might use that one for a Christmas decoration. It was $1.50, and then this one was $2. So cute, right? The last 2 tins are tobacco. There's velvet again, and then half and half. So half and half was $2. The velvet was $1.50. And these tend to go for about $8. They're not the fastest sellers, but like I said, I'm planning on an article, so I always sort of stock up on things when I'm working on an article. This one would be, again, very cute with some Christmas bottle brush trees, Santa, sheep, something like that, right? This one too. That one's green. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Sweet little blue container, and it was on sale for $1. It's got super sharp pins for sewing inside. It is a German, looks like a German company, but the instructions inside are in English. And, oh, made in Switzerland. And then on the back, it's in English. And that should bring about $5 or $6 for that one. That's a cutie with the aqua. So this last weekend, we went to an antique mall in Central New York called Mohawk Antiques. Really nice shop. I didn't even have time to see the entire shop. There was a second floor that I never made it to. I bought several items. I posted about them all on Instagram recently, and I will link to that below. But here are a couple of the things that I got there. First was this book about American country pottery, which is mostly has yellowware and then this blue spatterware. Great color illustrations and lots of great information. So it was half off of $3, so that was $1.50. And I might already own this. That's how many antique books I have. If I already own it, then I will likely sell it from my antique booth for maybe $6 or $7. It dates to about, let's see, it dates to 1987. So I don't buy these for help with pricing, although it doesn't even look like it has pricing. It's for the identification and for, like I said, all of the information. Not all antique books have so much information like this one has. So this is a good one. And I picked up this cutting board, breadboard. Really like the shape of this. I would definitely call it vintage. It was $2. I have an article about cleaning breadboards. I will link to that. I will give this a light cleaning. I love the patina on this one and would price it about $25 to $28. The last piece I want to show you from that mall is this shoe shine box. I paid $10 for it. It was half off. Wouldn't that be so cute, filled with like dried hydrangeas, or maybe like whisk brooms standing up in it? I would make that stand up. In any event, I will put it in my antique shop for about $35 to $40. Got this enamelware kettle for $1. So cheap because it's missing its lid, but again, wouldn't this look great with some hydrangea in it, which is probably how I'll stage it to sell it at my antique booth. For $1, I will price this at about $22 to $25. This piece isn't old, but I love it. It's got little feet here, pair of handles on the top. I hope you can see how cute that is. Yeah, $2 at a garage sale, and I would price it at about $25 to $30. Whenever I see them, I pick up beautiful wreaths like this one, especially red berry wreaths sell really quickly. This was at the Salvation Army for $5.99. It's in really great shape, super sturdy and quite heavy. Typically, I sell wreaths for about $25, but this one I'll probably put $30 or $32 on it because it's just really so beautiful. A couple of baskets to show you. This one, definitely vintage, but so unique, square with this great handle, super sturdy and well constructed. A lot of times these are a little bit crooked by now. I would date it to about the 60s or 70s. I paid $3 for it, and I think it should sell for about $25 to $28. Really like that one. This one is really awesome. It's a kind of a laundry basket shape on the bottom, but then these handles have been added. I could see using it for a baby, right, with a little mattress in there, or a gathering basket out in the garden. And I paid $4.99 for it at Salvation Army. I will price it in my antique booth at about $35 to $38 for that one. And then the last Farmhouse find is this really beautiful frame. Someone's put a mirror in it. That's not an original, that's a newer mirror. But I think it looks nice, so I'm gonna leave the mirror. It was $1.99. You can see that price tag right there. Beautiful. I would call this an OG frame and super heavy. I think it's cherry. I think it's made out of cherry. I will price it at about 40 to 50. Somewhere in that range. Well, you can see the rest of my kitchen there. Okay, all right. That's it for today's Farmhouse finds. I hope you enjoyed seeing them. Be sure to check below for links to all of the different articles that I mentioned. I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up, and if you'd subscribe, that would be awesome. And as always, happy hunting.